Ramifications of all of this, if any. Joining us now, KTVU political analyst Brian Sobel. And first of all, the transparency issue for the Clinton campaign seems to have reared its ugly head again because of the way this was handled. First, after she was leaving the 9/11 ceremony, but the campaign didn't know there was video out. They said she was just a little bit under the weather, no big deal. Right. Then the video comes out and we hear about the pneumonia. How was this handled in your estimation?
Well, not well. And again, it's one of these things that keeps cropping up with the Clinton campaign, and for whatever reason, they hold information back. And in fairness, the Trump campaign has held information back as well. It just seems to be the way the game's played.
And both candidates are having trouble with trust.
Absolutely. Yes, in the polling, you could see people don't like that. In this case, the question might be, had the video not surfaced, would we ever have heard about pneumonia?
A skeptic would say likely not.
That's right. And so she stumbles. It was, the video is pretty graphic in a way, somebody stumbling and having to be helped into an SUV who's running for president of the United States. And so the more light you can shine on that, the better off you are. And I think her campaign waited too many hours to really come clean on this.
And likely, do you think that their philosophy was that because Trump has been bringing up prior to this that she's not fit enough to be president, do you think that that's the reason they didn't disclose it, that they were going to try to power through this without disclosing?
I think that's it, Ted. I think they know it's a vulnerability, and Trump has done a number on her over and over again on her health, bringing up the concussion she had a while back, these other things, and this sort of fit the Trump narrative. And they didn't want it to fit the Trump narrative, so they veered.
The other thing that we want to talk about is the basket of deplorables.
Yes.
Something that Hillary Clinton said describing Donald Trump supporters, saying half of his supporters could be thrown into a basket of deplorables. You don't go after voters. Isn't that
well, yeah. I think she walked back from that in warp speed, because that's the last thing you want to do. You may need 100,000 of those people at the end of the day.
Right.
So you don't alienate anybody. And a basket of deplorables is, boy, it conjures up all kinds of things. And
is it as bad as the Mitt Romney comment?
The 47%, yeah. Who knows? We'll see over a few news cycles here whether. Oh, sure, absolutely. The Trump campaign is calling for an apology and all that sort of thing. We'll see. It's sort of like the medical condition with Hillary and this particular comment. Will it survive 24, 48 hours of this ever-changing media cycle?
2 weeks before the first debate, one poll I saw has a significant amount of people, 23% in this poll, said that they would be willing to make a change in their candidate after the debates. There's a lot of pressure on both.
Oh, yes. These debates are huge. And one of the reasons why is that there's still a large block of undecided voters. And so the challenge for Clinton and Trump is to convince people in the undecided ranks, number one, and number two, to go after some people that are kind of on the fence, don't know which way to go. Got to bring them over. So these debates are huge.
All right, Brian Sobel, thanks for your insight.
Absolutely.
Appreciate it.